Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, salam sejahtera, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Tabi pun. This what we usually do when we greet people in a formal condition. The way the greetings are always used become our culture. What comes to your mind when people talk about culture? Is it about art, social institution, or the way of living? Well, we do acknowledge that Indonesia has thousands of culture that become our treasure. The greetings are just a few examples that we always memorize. People know what's the importance of culture in life, so that we have to perpetuate that. And that's why we have that subject in school. When it comes to teaching and learning activity, as I remember in elementary school to junior high school, I received culture subject as something that I wanted to avoid because many teachers told us to see the pictures, to read the books, without giving more explanation on why do we have to learn that. The teachers told us to memorize the list of traditional tools, to memorize the creators, to memorize how the traditional houses look like, to memorize. And as soon as we got a score, we forgot about it. Because we didn't know what's the importance of memorizing those information besides just get the score. And this made me wonder, I bet education shouldn't let culture to become a subject of memorization. Now, based on the story, we can conclude that students do not understand about what they memorize. So, it decreases their motivation to learn more about the culture. So here, back to the theme. How do we, as the teacher, attach culture in teaching and learning activity in a proper way? Memorizing is a basic way to get more information, but we need something more to get the students absorb the culture to their blood. However, we know that teaching culture is hard as teaching math and any other subject. But one thing for us to remember, teaching must be fun. And as a primary teacher, I realized that singing is one of the best ways to memorize information without thinking that we're actually memorizing it. But that's not the only reason. Because many of our cultures have traditional songs that show indigenous people that they admire their lands, their ethnics, and behavior. So that we can get many moral value from the traditional songs. But here is the point. Not all students know that traditional songs have layers of meaning and moral value. For example, do you know what is the meaning of Lampung's traditional song, Tepoy Tepoy? I guess you know about that. Or you don't. That's the missing part your teacher forgot to explain. So, I sang this together with my student and then I told them the meaning. It tells people to go to work and to plant rice. How is this a moral value? Because it tells students that Lampungnese in the past were rice farmers. And this song encourages them to work in the morning and to be productive. So they can correlate to this song and to encourage them to wake up in the morning, to go to school, and to be productive. After they feel related to the song, they will grow interest to the traditional song and any other culture. This little fun fact can motivate them to learn more about other culture. Besides, another activity to be considered is to show them something real. One time, my art and culture teacher in senior high school brought this gamelan, Lampung's traditional music instrument, to our class, and we thought that was necessary to do. But then my teacher said, from do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, this music instrument doesn't have one note. So we pay attention to the gamelan in front of us and we realized it only has 7 plates. And we tried to hit it one by one and we found that it doesn't have the note fa. This little fun fact stuck in our brain and it motivates us to feel curious about the music instrument from West Lampung. The class was full of joy and excitement. So from here, you can conclude that bring the traditional tools in the class can increase the students' motivation to learn more about the culture. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that teaching culture doesn't always have to be something big and difficult, because we just have to remember that teaching and learning should be fun. It doesn't have to be memorizing all the book stuff. So, let's start to do the first thing. The method should be suitable to the students. Do activities that they might enjoy and passionate about. It can be drawing, coloring, or singing like my students. And the second one, bring something real to the class. This means we can bring other traditional tools to the class so that they might enjoy and feel the moment. Furthermore, to make the students love our culture, we shouldn't make it hard for them to know it. Indeed, we must have effort to sing, to bring things, and to explain as much as possible. Because remember, the aim of the study is to make the students understand clearly and realize the importance of learning a culture. Therefore, all the teachers out there, we must remember that it is always possible for all of us to attach culture in teaching and learning activities in a fun way. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Tabi pun.